like the best probable time to think about this. Who was the baddest chick around Naruto's age at that time? Because you got like Ino, you got Hinata.
Pause.
Motherfucker, I'm
They-
the fuck?
He said around his age, they were like 14. It's a trick question.
At that time, I was probably 14 too. Shit, I'm sitting here like, listen, even if we were to go into like Boruto, them niggas is grown up. Who was still the baddest bitch? Who?
Well, I'm not going to say Ino. I'm not, because Ino's whole character was full. Some people tried to make it. I'm pretty. I get my way, even though I have badass jutsu. I mean, mind transmission jutsu. It's a cool ass thing, but let's not talk about that. I'm pretty. That's my whole thing, right? I didn't give a fuck about that. Sakura, only reason I kind of liked her is because I liked her attitude on how she really wasn't fucking around with Naruto and Sasuke until she went, Naruto doing and all that shit. I'm like, okay, bro, that's not you. Let's not do that shit.
Let me stand up. I don't even fucking listen. I know. Hinata was the baddie. I don't know.
Hinata was a baddie, yeah, sure. But I didn't really, at that age, I didn't give a fuck about the shy type. I was like, if you ain't gonna talk to me and you're gonna hide, then I'm gonna talk to somebody fucking. So
I love how the moment we go live, it is just you chose violence.
That's the part I was getting to that part.
Hear me out though, right? Tenten.
Yeah, that's who I like. That's who my pick is. Tenten.
Out of the list, it's not like Tenten.
That whole 10 minutes of screen time go hard.
Right.
I mean, she had, yeah. And you know what? That told me as when I was younger, I like her. She's cool.
Bro, you got Tenten, the one chick from the Outdoors.
Are you talking about the sand?
Oh, Tamari? I think something like that.
It's not Tamari. It wasn't Sand. Because Sand, you're thinking of. I'm thinking of like that's Gar's village. I'm not thinking about. Fuck her. That she was like She was. She was mid. She did her job. I'm talking about fuck. I can't remember what village that is. The village for Killer Bee's village.
That's the Cloud. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
How do I connect Twitch to OBS?
I can't remember who you're talking about.
I'm finding a picture.
I do not know. Zito, do you know?
I am right now focusing on putting together stuff. Which, speaking of which, yo, hand me the aux cord.
I'm putting it in the image. I got it right now.
No, I say hand us the aux cord because it's time for the return of Dragon Breath's Tavern. You know how it is.
Yo,
yes, my favorite song, Dragon Breath Tavern.
This chick.
Oh, I remember her.
She was like if we were to put a list, she's like probably 3 after Hinata and Tenten.
I'm sorry, but people just put Hinata on the list because she was a cute girl. I just didn't follow that.
Is that not the point of the list?
I'm sorry, hold on.
I mean, yeah.
Hold on, wait. Side note.
I didn't see anything.
Side note. I've been here. So hold on. I'm hearing Tenten. I'm hearing Hinata. I'm even hearing. I don't fucking know her name. But I'm not even hearing the literal. Like, there's only one good option here, and this is like we're assuming of like.
Sakurai, I swear.
No. There's only one good option, and we're assuming. Wow.
You're about to say Tsunade.
No. Oh, okay. So,
Tsunade.
No. So sorry. Tsunade is almost always in everyone's list, but that's just because like people have mommy things.
It's me. I'm people.
106.
I am people.
Hold on.
106.
Hold on. That is the correct answer.
The correct answer.
Nah, bro, she's
sand girl.
smart. Yeah, no, sorry. She's listen. No, she's like she wasn't. No, bro.
No.
She was
No. I'm sorry. Like, if you argue, you're just canonically wrong. It's that simple.
Canonically.
Right? That's just not true.
She does.
Hear me
She
out.
dealt with
Yeah. You have to understand. This is the take charge. This is the take charge. No bullshit.
Okay, but like, hear me out though.
Move on.
Hear
You know his life.
hear me out. Tamari was just Tintin, but sand. That's all she was.
No,
And
because
he did,
no,
yes.
no. You wanna know why?
I'll say she's better than 10-10.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
Sage-
I'm gonna tell you why. Her jutsu revolved more than just weapons that could be shunned away.
Yeah.
She literally decimated a forest and in one blow defeated one of the enemies that all of them struggled against.
I mean,
Her
Aku was already
entire thing was a breeze.
No, she literally was.
See-
She was the one who beat her.
That's
Yeah, that was
fine, but
good.
that doesn't mean that she's a better character than Bro, Tintin.
That didn't mean
Yes.
she was bad, though.
Skittles also agrees. That's two mods. That's half the team right there.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, she's just better than 10-10. That's all I'm saying.
Simply, I think the team needs to rewatch Naruto.
I agree.
All right, guys.
Screen time.
We're changing it. We're doing a ninja campaign next.
Please, so I can prove to you what's the better ninja type.
It says 9-9. You're only gonna see her for 5 minutes.
Holy night.
Gets murked off screen when nobody's looking.
So,
Wait, hold up. Another
Oh,
question
man.
I have is, who's been like keeping up with My Hero?
I'm not. But hold on. I do have to tell you, like, the timer had passed.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
conversation for after.
Yeah, we'll have a
That's
conversation
lot
for
of
after.
Come
Oh,
on, we eat shit today, baby. Woo!
My Hero fans are disgusting. So anyway, welcome everyone back
Why would you
to
say that?
welcome everyone back to another D&D session with the Monday group. I know it's been a while, everyone. I've been on a break. Took a little bit of a mental health break. Everyone, once again, this is always a good reminder, everyone. Make sure to take care of yourselves. It is very important to check in with yourselves. Check yourself before you wreck yourselves. Make sure you are healthy in the head. Do everything you can to make sure that you are prepared for anything that comes ahead. And I will beat you up, Junior. So we have a few things to know. I'm gonna attempt to pass this. Yes, right there, right in the socials. We now have new maps provided by CZEPEKU. They are wonderful map makers. You can find them on Twitter. They have their own patron, and we are part of the patronage to use their maps commercially. So, for example, we can use it for our streams. Wonderful map packs, everything that we could utilize for our streams, and there's so much more that's underneath the surface. If you guys are looking for some high quality maps, highly recommend hitting them up. And as usual, music is brought to you by Michael Ghelfi. But yes, when we last left off, our player characters had finally defeated the ultimate creation and were called out. Sorry, hold on. I think I just downplayed that. It took our player characters 2 full sessions to beat one creature because it was that powerful. It was nutty, to say the least. And even with 2 full sessions, a few of our players dipped out because, of course, scheduling and all that. But regardless, it was finally over. And with the ultimate creation defeated, the leader of the alien invasion has actually called out our players and has invited them to a challenge. We continue with our player characters touching down on the ground in these snowy ruins, which, hey, coincidentally is a nice place to rest up. And this is your guys' downtime activity as you all have come down and are essentially recovering right now from your big fight. Just going around. What do you guys want to be doing right now? This is your big moment to, like, you've just sat down. You've had a lot to think about. You've had a lot to think about in that descent, and this is your guys' first moment of just the calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm. Well. Well. Come back to me. What do you guys do?
So we're on the ground again, right?
Yes, I currently have you guys placed in these ruins.
Alright, there's like enough snow for me to like face plant in it and not hurt my face, right?
You take here. Let me help you out. You take a few steps out of this ruin and just like find a nice like a nice snow patch that clearly has some grass where grass was to get. So you know that that's some soft ground right there.
Alright, I immediately after. Can I look at it with my passive perception to make sure nothing's in this?
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Like no check
I
even needed.
immediately face palm. Just, I'm tired. From the falling, from the fighting, I want to lay down.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, as you guys also rest down, a jingle chimes in the air. Like a good neighbor, Manny is there.
Oh,
What
fuck.
a hot tub.
He does not bring a hot tub.
Well, then why is he here?
But okay.
Not to bring you a hot tub, unfortunately.
God
You're
damn
gonna
it.
bring me my college application.
Could fireball you if you want.
No, I'm fine.
Jump in a lake real quick. I'll fireball you. It'll be like the same thing.
No, it won't. I can promise you it won't.
I'm going to, start making food again.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to roll the wisdom save.
Yep.
Not wisdom save.
Here, hold on. You know what, Eli? Hold on. I want you to describe to us how you're making this food. Describe it so well, you don't even need a check.
Okay. So, I'm going to go over to Echo's backpack, take out the pot and pan, take out the good old water skin.
Mm-hmm. Here, do you want to go to that? I know there's a body of water south of here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I go to the water, collect the water. With the good old water skin. With a few water skins, I come back to the pot, I light up the fire, I pour in the water, and I proceed to grab vegetables and the meat and any other foods that we have to, mix into this bowl, this big old pot here. Ish.
Would you like me to get you the campfire?
Yes. As well as, since this place is kind of looking mighty dead, I'm going to use, druidcraft, so, lighten up the place with a few plants and blooming flowers and stuff like that, so you don't feel isolated.
Wonderful blossoms of druidic light sprout from the different areas in the treetop, in the grass, and it's almost like spring has been brought anew in this wintry night.
Why spring next to my face while I'm laying in the snow?
I'll summon a flower to just start sprouting where his face is. So it can be everywhere.
All right.
There you go.
Anyone else? This is a good time to chime in and work with each other's roleplay.
As I fly down, I kind of help with the druidic magic type thing. And I'll just actually. Is there a fire going on? Actually, no.
Yeah, because Eli is currently working on the next meal.
I'll do druidcraft, and I will have smells of or have the wind brush through the food and have them go to everybody's nostrils, so they can smell the food that he's cooking.
I sure love when the wind beats my ass to lift me up with the power of the flower to go in my nose.
Yusuke, Imvona, Manny.
Since he didn't describe what he was putting in the pot, I'm assuming it's just literally everything he could find.
Mm-hmm.
So...
It's kind of like an adventurous variant of jambalaya.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, basically, it's
That's
jambalaya.
what I thought you were making.
So, any dried rations, any like edible plants that I found, you know, they're being put in there. You gotta get our protein.
Oh, I just don't notice my fan is going off. Yusuke would entirely.
I'm sorry, you sound like you're trailing off in the distance.
Yeah, no, I walked away from my mic a little bit. Yusuke would, if food is ready, he would take the food, go sit on Zap, and casually, eat while also feeding Zap.
All right. I'm assuming you're like, would you like to be actually like sitting down on those steps over there?
Oh no, I'm sitting on Zap and I'm feeding him from on him. Kind
Okay.
of? Like I'm far enough, I guess.
All right, that's understandable.
Well, silently saying Umai every 30 seconds.
Gross.
And Invona, did you want to finish what you're doing as well?
Nah, I'd just be waiting on the food.
Okay.
Curious to see what he puts together with the random shit he found.
Well, where are you waiting down? Are you waiting like on the steps? Are you waiting on the fire patiently? Like what? Give me a little bit more about you.
I'll be waiting at the fire, just taking a mental note of everything in there, just to make sure it doesn't like.
All right, that's good. Manny.
Blow up.
Manny is kind of like sitting near the fire, a nonchalant look on her face. She's polishing her nails, like literally with gem polish. Because sitting before you is an Earth Genasi, a female who looks like they are covered entirely in sparkly diamond.
I see.
Oh, they're done.
So, with that in mind, what do you guys want to? Anything you guys want to talk about? Right now, this is the first time you guys have had to be with each other before, without any worry of fight, travel, potentially your last peaceful night.
Foreshadowing?
Well, as
Hold on.
sign of this.
Oh, you sound a little far away.
Oh no. Hold on. Not again. Let's try this.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So like as slime is essentially just mixing everything in with a giant metal spoon, or ladle, there you go. It's a big old ladle, mixing in everything. He'll just ask how are we all feeling? I know it's been a while since we all kind of spoke without getting jumped every night, but it feels different, to say the least. Would you agree?
I guess.
It's aight.
I mean, this is kind of like the first time that I am talking to you all while not fighting. Or like having that truly casual conversation.
Well, I mean, you could have always talked before we had a fight, especially when we were flying on our little Lance boys here.
But I was in the middle of training mine with, helping with
You know-
better talk because I speak the same language.
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, me and Ace have been getting better at our celestial callouts.
I respect that. Okay.
What are these callouts you speak of?
Yes.
As in dives, flips, better ways to dodge.
Just be in flow, nerd.
That's literally the point.
You didn't see
To
me and
get
Zap
better.
struggling.
All right. If you want to have a little performance of, flow, we can. I mean, food is still cooking.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying, as I don't eat anything in real life. If you want to show me how, good of a performance you can pull off with your Starlands, be my guest.
I mean, performance show in combat, was it not?
I mean, I couldn't really pay attention to you. I was fighting a giant guy.
You are not wrong.
You,
the holes in your body show. The holes in all of our bodies show.
Yes, mine some more than others.
What exactly are we doing?
Oh, like
How bad do our scars look? You know.
So you have to remember that like this is your guys' chance to tell me how your scars.
Oh,
I'm gonna do it. I'm trying. There's a thing I'm trying to do more, which is allow you guys narrative control. Whenever the mic is in your possession, remember that is your opportunity to be a miniature DM and help describe either a piece of the environment that you occupy. You describe your own scars from the battle that you recall. Like this. If you're handed the microphone, utilize it.
I mean, I could describe to you all what my scars look like.
Please do.
You tell.
All right. Well, I can definitely say that I have one that goes down my thigh, which kind of ripped a bit of the pants from the many of times I was thrown around. My chest is probably bruised, like towards my collarbone, and like my left pec from getting smacked off of my Starlancer a couple times. And I would say I looked a little woozy, but after sitting in the cold snow, I look like I'm more there.
How are you tending to
kind
these
of
wounds?
out of it? How am I tending? More or less just compressing, where if it feels, I'll fidget around. As Zenith would, keep moving how he's sitting if he starts feeling pain in one area for too long. Or rubbing snow on his collarbone from, that impact that he kept feeling.
Do you want me to just heal that?
He'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry.
Literally no issue. Yeah.
I've been beaten worse by my brother Raquel. This is truly a flesh wound. That's not bad. It's fine.
Okay, so you're telling me, a person who can heal your wounds in like 2 seconds, that you want to keep
It's
your
fine.
wounds? Okay. All right.
It's probably as a scarlet memory. I don't know.
Maybe it's a pride thing.
Probably.
I mean, he does talk about his brother a lot.
Yeah.
Lot. You have an obsession with your brother?
I hate my brother.
You have an obsession
I hate
with your
everything
brother.
about him. I literally hate him. I don't
He
feel
has
like
a
I want
brother
to be.
kink.
All right, you're taking
Oh,
it too
no.
far. Look, I just want to be the better Quill in my family. That is all.
Oh no, he has family issues.
Remember sharing the
I mean,
mic.
he is a drow.
True.
What is that supposed to mean?
If we said mother problems, then you'd be all the rage. Or not all the rage, but raging.
You know what? You're making me really think hard about why did I come out here.
I feel like Yusuke is just laughing his heart away as he get angry.
I just kind of now. Why is there a flower in front of my face? That's another thing. Why did you put this here?
The flower progressively gets taller. What do you mean?
No. Okay, I cast dancing light to bring the four lights together to make a bigger version of what Zenith would look like, a bit bulkier, pointing at the flower as this light glows.
Yeah.
Like a
A literal glowing silhouette of Zenith standing up, and like a neon sign in a Las Vegas strip, it clearly indicates what it's pointing to.
Question: how tall is the light?
It's a medium size.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about height-wise. I just
Zen?
need to know the height.
It's probably the same height as me, which is 6'3".
Damn, that's short.
Okay, Goliath. So I'm
pretty sure
short.
you're, like- Yeah, I'm
Yep.
7 foot.
I'm 7 foot. Look at me, guys.
I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. I'm 2'5".
I mean, you have an excuse though.
What? This is literally a character assassination.
Just get taller.
Oh yes, just get taller.
bigger forehead.
Get bigger like your family.
Zeno, can I walk over to the fire now after feeding or waiting on the food, or either feeding Zep?
You don't have to ask me. You just tell me. Describe it.
I walk over and pat slime on his head for giving us a good meal.
Mhm.
And then
Oh.
Is it ready?
Oh yeah, I was gonna like,
Please.
hand you the ladle full of the soup, and you tell me.
Yeah.
The,
Well, I would take 2 scoops if there's enough of everyone to have 2 scoops.
yes, there's a lot. I have made quite a bit.
Yeah. Describe. Just tell us a little bit about the dish, Slime Adrian.
Well,
Describe the scene.
Okay. So inside the mystical boiling pot, there is, a carrot. There you see, it is boiling, of course. The liquid is a different color. It's not just water with a bunch of different things. It's actually taking on a color and a more freshening, more herbal smell coming from it, I guess you can say. So, from sight and smell, and when you do taste it, it will be, ready.
You really put your druidic foot in this.
Yes.
I mean, it tastes just like nature.
I mean, hey, when you practice with cooking and baking, as long as I did, you better get good at it.
Wait a minute. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I do have brewery supplies. Do we have anything around that I could actually make some pretty okay ale?
You tell me. Describe the
I
scene.
don't-
Forge? Let's forge. Why
Yeah,
not?
So,
We got time.
Well, I'm
Zenith,
going to get up.
Zenith and Manny, you two head off to go and forge together, or no?
I'm going to.
I mean,
Oh, so not
I'm
not
sure.
Manny. Oh, I actually have to change that back. Let me fix that.
we'll fight.
We're in the mountains. I probably wouldn't find it here.
I mean, you don't know that.
I'm 100% sure I wouldn't find it here. What I'm looking for.
Well, what is it in general? Because I might have knowledge and can tell you, living from the mountains.
It's not found in the mountains.
So,
You'll never know.
Never know.
once again, same thing as usual. As you guys head on over to the eastern area where you see more foliage, you begin your foraging. Using your hands to brush aside any ingredients that clearly wouldn't be good, if not delightful to the taste. As you survey the area, you find what look like what I can only say is a hop that had grown here at one point, and it looks like it's probably seen better days. As you overlook and decide if this is a good enough ingredient to work with, can I please have the both of you make me an investigation check?
I'm sure I could take a look at this.
Zeno, could I use my newly acquired talent to
Moment.
try and find some ingredients?
Please describe me the talent.
Sense. You have an advantage on perception checks that rely on smell and taste. In addition, you have an advantage on wisdom survival checks that follow tracks of creatures that haven't bathed in 24 hours.
I'm gonna say for the purpose of this, no. This is already like you're in a wintry area where a lot of things don't really grow that well. So the hops, what's left of the hops is what it provides. Zenith. Well, Invono, while you have a little bit of a worry whether or not this is still edible, if not maybe bad due to the time. Zenith, your time spent with with the background that you've honed as well as the ingredients you've seen, you know that this is probably on the cusp of being a bit too long for its use. So if you use it right away, it should provide you all a decent ale for the night.
It'll be fine.
Did my roll?
I mean,
You rolled a 9.
it'll be fine if I use it now, you know. It's got a couple of, like, maybe a day left in it.
Are we sure about that?
As I look up to you, 7 foot tall, and do a little half smile and a little. I'm fine about it, yeah. It'll be cool. It'll be great. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Wait, would everybody use mending on it before we take it out? Maybe make it better?
Mending would only repair something that had been like torn apart. This is something that's more due to age.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have some time, Mambo Jumbo, or because I'm pretty non-magical myself.
Clearly.
Okay, that hurt. Anyway.
I just like punch him in the shoulder, like I'm joking, relax.
Yes, joking. Let's go back before I cry to myself.
Clearly, the spot touch is still a little sensitive due to the previous fight you had just undertaken.
That punch hit a little bit more than the point.
I knock him over, just face first into the snow.
And
Like,
so
"Yeah, you're fine."
the two of you head on back to the camp. And Zenith, did you want to use your brewer supplies to actually start the process?
I sure do.
It'll take an hour or two. You can go ahead and describe the process, and then we'll move on to someone else.
Alright, well, as I start setting my things up, I, grab my nice little pestle. I grab, well, what kind of, is this berry? Of the berry sort?
Hops.
What I grab?
Let me pull it up. Hops are almost kind of like, they're the flowers of the hop plant, Humulus lupulus, a member of the, it's basically like, it's less of a berry and more like an actual plant that you can utilize to distill and make ale.
They kind of look like Brussels sprouts if I'm remembering.
Yeah, that's actually correct. If anything, this is an example of what a hops looks like. I'm showing you in D&D images.
Alright.
Right beneath the L that a certain character takes.
I was going to talk about that, but then I, let's keep that to myself.
I haven't been paying attention about the Naruto conversation. I was trying to set up my OBS.
Yeah. So that's an example of like what a hops is. So when you find this, understand that like time has definitely like it's far enough into the winter that these are, once again, I want you to imagine these almost no longer good. Their color is definitely faded. They're smaller, maybe more withered up due to the environment that they've been in, and just because they've been out for so long, they've definitely like near that point of expiration. So, but you with your knowledge and investigation were able to tell that they were still good enough to work with.
All right, well, there's some water around here that I can get to start this off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can get this water hot enough to really do that. Does anyone have any magical way to heat this water up quicker so I don't have to worry about using the flames?
I have heat metal.
We have his sword.
I mean, if you put it in an object that's made of metal, I can use heat metal on it and I can heat it up.
Alright, that's actually going to work great. Just don't burn the thing that I'm putting it in.
And then out of curiosity, do you actually know what, because if you actually don't know, if you click on brewer supplies, it should actually tell you what brewer supplies is actually comprised of.
Well, I was going off of something else that I knew. Just a little bit of information.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's one of those things where like it's actually pretty good to know. Like for example, if I actually scroll through the area, brewer supplies components, it includes a large glass jug, a quantity of hops, a siphon, and several feet of tubing.
all right, well,
Oh, so it's
for
like
some
making
reason,
moonshine.
when I was clicking it, it's not opening.
So it does already have it already has a large glass jug if you want to actually pour and like utilize that to distill your ale.
All right, well, I'll use my glass jug, of course, to start
Easy now.
to start the distilling process.
All right.
I don't
And so-
have. What?
No. And so as Zenith, as you begin that process, and Bona, you may now.
I was gonna say I know I don't have the spell slots, but like in roleplay, can I make some good berries to put in the liquor or
I'll allow it.
ale? Whatever's making. Okay.
I mean, I simply all the help that this group can bring to this will literally be lovely.
Mm-hmm. Anything
Oh, you're
our
a druid.
anything our druid chef want to provide to this?
I don't know
I
what
mean,
the
just
bottom.
know this before you put anything in it. You all are drinking this, so just be wary.
Yes, sir.
Let me actually interject as well as this. Yusuke. Something from your past is at least reminded. This entire moment kind of reminds you of a moment past. Being that of a samurai, you are well aware that one of the greatest things you can do to instill your bond with your closest allies is to share a drink. Especially in this situation, this is potentially the last drink that you all could be sharing.
Indeed. However, I also don't have the cups, and it kind of sucks that I don't have the cups. But
I mean, if you remind us what those cups look like, we could probably forge our own.
Don't worry, I got you. I snap my fingers, and I'm going to use the good old-fashioned. What should I do? Okay, yeah. I'll summon an Earth Elemental.
Alright.
And with him, he holds stone cups.
The Earth Elemental conjuring out of the very earth, out of the very stone underneath the snow. You can see that on within their hands are about enough cups for the six of you to share, and these cups, very much being given any description from Yusuke's past, these look like sake cups, despite the fact that this is ale that you are all drinking. Unless Yusuke has anything else to say.
as comrades in battle, as friends, the cups don't matter. It's the meaning behind the cups that matter. And so therefore, whatever we are about to drink, it's just a symbol of our brotherhood.
Ah, yes.
I walk away from my mic, don't worry about it.
Yes, I could tell.
I just look at him like, is it that deep?
By the way, at the beginning of this, Echo put down Hearth at that one ability that I have that hides flames. I forget what it's called at the moment.
Very nice.
Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, I think. I put that down so the fire wouldn't like be noticeable from like the sky.
Yes, indeed, Skittles. It's the friends we cup along the way.
I was paid to be here.
I'm not paid
You
to
are
be here.
so funny.
Yeah, Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow is what I'm casting, or what I did when we put the flame up.
You know what? Just to make things more festival, I'm gonna summon Chewingas.
I mean, continue.
You summon Chewingas?
I'm just turning this sugar into ethanol, so just all of you continue, please.
Chewingas summoned in a bound. They pop out of the snow like daisies. Boop, 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 boop. All of which engaging in what is a makeshift last party. The Earth Elemental's kind of doing a little bit of grooving and schmooving to some music that it just like kind of pulls up. I think for the sake of Some people might already know this noise.
Why does this sound
Terrifying.
What are they doing?
My spine just shivers instinctively.
You hear the Chewingas, who begin a little bit of a melody with their... The Chewingas take pieces from the environment and use them as makeshift instruments.
Hey.
Can I join in with my loot?
So with your loot?
My loot.
You may most certainly.
Can I join in
Please,
with my pan flute?
please, everyone, this is your guys' moment to once again set the scene. I want to help you guys get into this understanding that this is your moment. Explain it to us.
So, listening to the tune for a little bit, I go over to my stuff, take out my loot, and just like, kind of just chip in a little bit, just getting my bearings into the song, and then after a little bit, I'll just like fully be dancing with the earth elementals.
When I see him grab his instrument, I'll go grab mine. Oh, mine's in my pocket. So I'll take out my pan flute and I'll be like flying, but within this sphere. So if I leave, it won't break it. And I'll basically be like flying in the air and dancing in the air while playing the pan flute to like with the theme of like the party.
Very nice. I provide you guys the melody that hopefully works together as you all are having this little last shindig.
Cool.
The air is alive with the passion within the food, the drinks, the music shared amongst you guys and the summons. This has been a weird thing. You guys have it almost dawns on you that you've never actually had a moment since the event of the ball that you've just sat down and enjoyed in some merriment. It's relieving, it's comforting for the first time. And for the first time in a long time. This is a twinge of the feeling of being in a group of people who you know will accept you for who you are. There is no... Through the fact that you guys are going to fight an enemy that is, a danger to the world, you know that these are probably the people you can trust. These are, in a sense, a bit of a found family. You guys have always been there for each other. You guys were there for each other in the largest fight. You will still be there for each other, even as the world gets overrun.
As the drinks are served, I will stand up next to the fire and I will say, although some of us who were here on at the beginning of this journey are not here with us today, I hold up a glass to those who have fallen in the midst of battle. And then I'll say, I forget their names. But
don't worry.
To those who have fallen, and then I'll chug my drink.
Any of you who recall the people who you've shared this adventure with so far, whether or not it was our good Warforge who was sent from another world, someone who is gone but never forgotten, the paladin that we've adventured with, and the people that we've known and separated at the last point where you all were enjoying life as it is. Though you may not be amongst a town of a village or a city that revels in the events to come, here you guys stand, having the time of your life in probably the darkest moment in history as the world is invaded. It's a little ironic.
After things start to wrap up, I'd like to save like another, I don't know, like a bottle of the alcohol, because I wanna take it home to my son.
Kid,
Oh,
what?
that's kind of
You
touching.
had a
actually.
child this
You have a
entire
child?
What do you guys mean? It's a flesh golem.
Oh,
Oh.
Because we're all sitting like, wait, what?
to my child that I've had since the beginning of this journey. I'm a
So
father.
yeah, you guys never asked.
I feel like that's one of the things that kind of just comes out over time.
So you
Casually.
guys know I had the kid.
Hey, yeah, I have a whole family, like wife and kids and everything, just chilling at home. No.
Meanwhile, at home, they're being invaded. I'm kidding, continue.
Bro, I was gonna say, your kids are gone.
Mom, where's Dad? Oh, he went to go grab milk.
Oh no.
I went to work.
Oh no.
Bro, he's been at work for the past couple of months. Ain't coming back.
Nah, but really, I wanted to take it back to the flesh golem.
I mean, if you
Right.
can find a way to refrigerate it, it's gonna last for a nice while. It might even age a little bit, but if you can't, then you might as well drink that by next week.
You asked if I could refrigerate alcohol in snowy mountains.
I mean, if you can keep it refrigerated for the trip back, it's gonna be great. I mean, it's probably a lot better over ice, but I don't have any ice.
We're literally in an icy environment.
Fine, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that. I have a kid. That was so
Kid.
good.
And so,
Oh.
is there anything else you guys want to do before you take your long rest?
Well, like when everything like is done and over with, and everyone starts to slumber, I would like to talk to Yasuke.
Yeah.
Before things go to fucking hell.
Yes, little silence. So.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you real fast. Yasuke. First off, are you doing all right? You got pretty banged up and eaten and thrown around and yeeted multiple different times.
Am I still breathing? Yes.
Yes.
That's all that matters at this current moment.
You know what? Fair. Are you scared about what's going to happen?
Am I scared? At this point, I don't think scared is something I ever have. It's more or less fearing the worst outcome enough for me to keep pushing forward. And
You
making
know
sure
what?
that outcome doesn't happen.
And then with this next question, you see the slime boy get a bit sad, really, like a bit teary-eyed in the line. Do you think you're going to make it after this? Are you going to fight your hardest to live, not to die on me?
Do you want me to lie to you, or do you want me to be honest with you?
Honest, of course. We kind of fought through thick and thin, close encounters and close deaths. I would prefer you to stay honest.
Honestly, I have been expecting to die many a times, and yet here I still am. I will let you know this right now. I will be dying for anyone here. I want to make sure y'all all make it. before me. I've lived long enough, and at this point in time, it would break me to see anyone go. So if anyone were to die, it would be me before them, and that includes.
Fair. Fair. I'm not gonna let you die. Not that I have anything to do with it, or anything about it.
Fair enough. Then I'll try my best not to die for you.
Alright. Would that have been it for you guys?
Yeah.
Alright. Then, as everyone heads off to bed, we will come back from the intermission with you all fully benefited from a long rest and ready for what is potentially your final day. We will be back, everyone. We'll see you after the intermission.
There is way too many things that need to be recovered whenever I hit a long rest.
I can't wait to trance and then just be up for 4 hours.
I'm live right now.
You're live? Hey!
Or it will probably be live in a few seconds. Oh, I need to look at my
Hopefully I'm
chat.
not the only person here that should just sleep for 4 hours, because I don't. What am I gonna do? I'm just looking at all these 8-hour sleepers.
How long does it take them to sleep for after? Okay.
Shit, I'm more or less curious. How are you about to get hit with this next
Yeah,
combat?
I'm live now.
Oh, we're gonna get like thrown against the wall and then told to dance.
There you go.
We're gonna told to get nay before you get a whooping, and we're gonna start crying, and then we're gonna start hitting the.
God damn it, Eli hit me with something that made me think like, damn. If Yusuke died at the end of this at the end of this entire campaign, would I be sad?
Would you?
I would be sad, but I would also feel very, very completed.
Well, I mean, you're also a samurai. Like, you gotta know. You out of everyone came to die.
Xena, did you see what I sent in general?
You just have to be like Zoro for real.
I just gotta go out like that.
Gotta go out like Zoro.
Speaking of going out like that, Bakugo.
That's why I said I didn't want to talk about it, man.
Spoilers. I'm currently live. I don't think Xeno,
we could talk about Bakugo after the D&D.
I don't think Xeno did that. I don't think Xeno transferred it over to me. I'll be honest.
I don't think he's here there.
I think he left.
Gonna have to
Yes,
give him a
soldier.
minute, I guess.
Listen, all I will say is,
I was pressed. That's all I can say about it.
I was also pressed. But can we just take a moment to notice that the image or the logo that is on Xeno's stream when talking about his music choice looks like Snivy? Or is it
Best boy, Snivy?
It might just be you. Oh,
Bro, what do you mean? No. Wait for it to come up on stream. It looks like Snivy.
Let me grab my phone. I wasn't watching the stream.
Alright, I shared the link, by the way.
Alrighty, let me see.
Sometimes I be pissing and eating some potato chips.
I don't know why, but every time I see the link, like the same link that was on your thing, with the link, I think of Leafy for some reason. That's where my mind Leafy.
Oh no.
Leafy is the best.
Bro, does he still have a YouTube channel?
Hopefully
Yeah.
not.
Leafy still has a YouTube channel.
Hopefully
I
he's
do.
not.
Does he
Yeah, no.
drop content? Leafy is here 5 video. Oh.
Yeah, remember, he got his YouTube banned when, back when YouTube was, successful. It still is, but, back then it was.
YouTube was smart.
When it was worse.
But,
Listen,
like,
I'm not-
oh no, I was just gonna say, like, he did come back after YouTube allowed him to come back, and I think he got banned again.
Me, I
After-
banned like immediately. Like he uploaded one video, then got banned.
Bro, do y'all remember when he was talking about that one chick, Whitney, Wisconsin?
Kinda.
The
Kinda,
dog-
I kinda-
Yeah.
Is it
this
The,
chick
dog,
who-
the dog chick, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, not this conversation.
I mean, we won't go into detail for the safety of the stream, but I'm just saying that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
Very
very
much
much
so.
was.
We have 2 people currently live, but that's oh boy.
Woo. Well, listen, we only dropping names. We ain't dropping nothing else. No content about it.
You know, this is a good time to be productive. I'm gonna put by clothing.
I don't
That's
see
all I
anything.
can do.
Oh my lord. God damn it, Eli, you done made me think about death.
Look, bro. Look, you're gonna have your Kaido and Zoro scene where you're going to protect Slime Adrian while he's knocked out, and you're gonna say, "This is my Ashura." Wait, that might be spoilers. Hold up. Did you
That
see
is
the most
entire-
current episode? Oh,
It's entirely spoilers.
I was like, wait a minute. let me
Eli
not say
hasn't even gotten through like episode like 200 yet. You can't talk
Oh
this.
yeah, I forgot about that. I almost really just said the most recent episode for real.
Wait.
Guys, dude.
Hold on, wait. I think we're on episode 10. There's 1020 something. I think at this current moment.
All I'm gonna say is Zoro does something very badass for Luffy, and then he kind of passes out and almost dies.
Wait.
That's it.
No. To be fair, I think that happens multiple times. And
But this one is like important.
No, it doesn't hit as well as another one does. There is a scene that's significant. I.e.,
Yeah, it's
hurry up and get. No. He needs to hurry up and get to. What is it called? What is that area called? Fuck.
Dressrosa?
No, not Dressrosa. That's not when it happens. There's a better for Zoro. No,
I'll-
we're talking.
I'm trying to figure out what area you're
Is
talking.
it the CP9 one?
Oh no! It's the
Thunder Lobby.
No, not Enos Lobby. I'm talking about. It's before Enos Lobby. It's with fuck. What is
Ow.
it? It's the ghost
With the
bitch. The ghost bitch.
Oh,
the zombies
Corona?
and shit.
Oh, Killer Bark? Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark. Get to Thriller Bark and you will understand like that's how you understand how
Oh yeah.
how
I'm
hard
talking
Zoro
going to go.
is.
That scene was hard. I'm talking Kuni, bro. What he did in Wano Kuni for Luffy at that one point. If he didn't, the show would have been over.
Wait, which scene are you saying in Wano?
Yes, in Wano. The most recent episode, if Zoro
Yeah,
didn't do
no-
that, the show would have been over. Because
Bro, well, hold on.
Kirsten would have
First-
just murdered.
I mean, to
Manga
be
would've been
fair, manga would have been over. No, that wasn't even the most recent episode because we're on 1028 now. That was like 10. I want to say it was the episode before that.
See,
It was.
I'm trying not to say, like, what
Go to 10.
specifically happened.
Okay, well that's fine. Just let him finish watching. Listen, Eli has a lot, and I do mean a lot of One Piece to watch.
I know. I'm rewatching it myself.
I'm
I'm
guessing
on Thriller Bark.
Luffy hasn't god moded yet.
He hasn't got
Well,
Spoilers.
It's
what you call it? I am on episode 118.
Jesus fucking Christ. Luffy hasn't gone cool mode. He hasn't gone to white mode yet. That's what I'll say. White mode. Don't go on God. He hasn't gone white mode yet. And I'm
Right.
waiting for them to animate it.
Sicko mode.
Yes. He hasn't got super mode yet.
I mean, technically, this man's gone sicko. I think Gears. Oh, he hasn't even seen that yet. Jesus fuck. Oh my god. I can't even talk about anything of Luffy's transformation.
I mean, I know.
Getting cool.
I just haven't, because, of course, the show's been out. So I've seen my fair share. I just don't understand the spoilers. That's how I get away with a lot of things.
I'm not going to, because I want to explain. The show gets me hyped. I want to explain it, but I can't. Like, I just wish they would stop doing my boy Sanji the way they do. Give him.
Wait, did something happen? Wait.
No, nothing bad happened to him. It's just he's a goat, but they don't give him enough time to show that he's a goat.
Aw, I love seeing my boy do cool things.
Because he has like one goat moment that's cool to me, but like in the rest of the arc, it's kind of he's in the background, and I don't like that.
What arc is it?
In the Wada arc, he gets that little cool thing from that cool place, and then it's like he's cool again, and then after that, it's whatever. It just felt like Oda was saying, "Hey, don't forget about him. He got an upgrade. He's cool." All right, so back to the main story. So
By
this
the way, he has this.
Okay, we're on 119. We're making our way. Also, what's with the names that they give
the
people?
names of what? Of just people's names. What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you know, like Miss Doublefinger, for example.
That's
Or
just Oda being funny, I guess.
I like her ability though. Oh,
Who's watching my stream, by the way? Are any of you guys watching it?
I'm
I am.
watching the YouTube video that apparently I was supposed to see an hour ago, but my friends are already screaming at me to say, why didn't you watch this one? Oh my god. From watching all that cemetery content, now it's on my freaking timeline.
again, you know, once you turn it up,
I wonder if I can. Oh, I can't kill her before she gets too angry.
What does everything look so different?
I'm on one of the hell modes. Where's going?
Oh. I never got that far.
I've gotten to Persephone like 3 or 4 times.
Oh. I don't know that there was any problem.
Yeah. It's how far in this game have you gotten?
What is a checkpoint? Or yeah, what is a point? Progression.
What's the farthest level that you've gone to?
I have fought Hades on multiple different occasions. I never won that.
Yeah, you see Persephone after you beat Hades.
Oh.
And there's a story that goes along with it.
Alright, so that's cool to know. Come on.
We move.
So after D&D, I'm definitely going to watch that YouTuber.
Oh.
Because my boy Corey Kitchen is back finally.
Was he on hiatus?
Yet again.
Like I knew he disappeared for a while, but I didn't know what happened to him.
It ain't the first time.
Yeah, I know.
This man left 9 months and people thought he had a baby, so that's why he was. But then he, proved to us that guys, I don't pull hoes. Don't say this to me. I wish, but I don't. But I haven't watched the 25-minute video addressing all of that shit. But hopefully he says in that video, expects an upload tomorrow. Because I really hope so. Because that man is helping me with some mad anxiety days. He's one YouTuber he's a comfort YouTuber and it not feel cringy. Maybe I'll play an arcane trickster actually in a spelljammer campaign.
You know, for the Spelljammer campaign that we're gonna be playing for the Monday group, I want to play my sorcerer character.
Because I definitely feel like I should play a martial class again. Because I want to take, like, use up all types are gonna be. Because there's not gonna be really much sword and shield type shit. Because we're
played-
gonna be in space, doing more space themed things, I guess.
I played 2 mixed classes in a row for 2 campaigns straight. I want to go for pure sorcerer.
Yeah, that's what I did on D2. Go pure one class.
Magic Squad.
Yes.
I just
Magic
hope,
Squad.
hopefully everybody I know already know Eli's gonna go spellcast. Ain't no way Eli's gonna go a campaign and use swing something, shoot something. No, that's not Eli. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, it's nasty. I don't like having spell. I don't like having not being able to cast spells. Spells are great.
He doesn't like having a few options. He likes spending his 16 minutes on deciding what spell he's going to use.
I just have to look at it.
I think to this date, Psylocke is still like my strongest character.
Oh. What do you say then?
I mean, he was overpowered as fuck. He had what's it called, Finger of Death and Power to kill.
Yes. It's a big combination. Also,
I mean, let me actually look at the sheet again. Yeah, I remember we leveled him up to level 22. Yeah, 203 health as a warlock.
as a warlock.
Motherfucker, bro.
Yep, I was resistant to cold, poison, and psychic, and immune to disease and magical sleep.
What race were you?
Warforge.
Oh.
Sound like you could be a pretty okay villain.
I had 2 different sources of dominate monster.
Why did you need to dominate monsters like that? Did you ever
Because
do
I
the
wanted.
Jutsu?
So, Psylocke was supposed to be like obsessed with capturing like different animals and studying them. So he, like a lot of his, what's it called? His build was built towards like capturing like the harshest of the harsh monsters. Like my intimidation was a +10.
Alright, that's cool. I mean, the character that I had the highest intimidation was a black teen with an AK-47
Yikes.
with an intimidation of 9. That was truly for how I look. Was my intimidation set
Like I'll just read you my 5th level slots. I have Armor of Agathis, Blight, Cause Fear, Compulsion, Darkness, Dimension Door, Dissonant Whispers, Fear, Hold Person, Hunger of Adar, Shadow Blade, Shatter, Synaptic Static, and Unseen Servant.
Alright, I can definitely tell as listening to your spells, these spells very much came to the theme. They said, oh, we're not random. This is my theme. It's not, my character said, this might be a type of spell you would like to learn. It's like, no, I have a small set of skills, and I'm sticking to them. This is my day job. This is what I do.
What is it? My Eldritch Blast, I could cast it at will, and it has a 300-foot range with a +10 to hit.
Well, plus 11, and then also 300 range. So I'm pretty cool too.
At will though? Was it a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Eldritch Blast is a
That
cantrip.
should be a cantrip.
No, it was a wait. Yeah, finger of death, mental prison.
What'd you say, Eli?
I was gonna say, if it's an at-will thing, doesn't that mean that you can just cast it whenever without connect?
Yes.
Isn't
That's
there
correct.
another version of Eldritch Blast that's not?
No.
The only thing that I'm thinking of, I guess that's similar, is method. What we think of fire.
Well, I'm simply just gonna use Eldritch Cannon.
Oh,
and spell
it's
gems.
cannon, but that's an artificer thing.
Yeah, that
Our
was
word
I might be thinking of magic missile.
Literally,
yeah.
just finger of death, power kill. You're done.
magic of Tissel, as in Tissel. Also, hi, Fred.
Who's
Aloha.
driving?
Fred's driving.
Me, I'm driving. I'm just kidding.
He's
I'm not
driving
driving. It's
to
my
your house right now.
It's Christ, dude.
That's crazy.
Why is finger of death so fucking strong?
Maybe because
Because
it's
why isn't it strong?
It's so bro, it's 78 plus 30 at 7th level. Oh, it is 7th level.
I know.
Just don't
Isn't
get hit.
Disintegrate just generally like 10? I think it's 10d6 plus 40 for Disintegrate?
Ridiculous.
I mean, simply, I'm wiping you off the place of the material. I would hope that it would do that much.
Man.
If I used Disintegrate on the creature and they didn't disintegrate, I would be pretty upset.
Dude, oh, I forgot. Salak was another one of my like 90 rolls. I think he was 91. Yeah. Dude, all of my characters have been high as fuck because it's either I get like 60 constantly and then I'll hit like a super high number.
That's good that your characters can be consistent.
Somewhat.
And the only time I ever rolled high numbers was when the Velociraptors.
I mean, that was your way of being consistent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Salak has a 10 strength, 10 dexterity, but a 20 constitution, 19
Wow.
charisma.
I'm of average strength, but I could take the fucking hardest hit from any barbarian.
Literally, dude.
It's
And
like,
as a
I can
warlock.
be a dexterous guy. Like, I can climb some ladders at a pretty normal pace. I can, do some jump puzzles pretty cool. But man, the barbarian swung his fucking meaty fist into me and dragged me through the ground. I would get up, not missing any teeth.
Chipped, maybe, but not
Chip
missing
tooth, maybe. And I'll still be charismatic as fuck.
any. Yeah, he's fucking insane. Mage armor. Detect magic. I could do. Wait. I could do first level spells at will. What was that? I might want it.
But you had good. Oh, you're about to. Hopefully, don't perish.
Hi, Salem.
Salak is an NPC now. We're never gonna see him again.
Oh, that is just saying. Hello, Salem.
Or she's a kick and slime VA.
Oh, yes, either or.
Either on.
Oh, dude, I forgot. I also had Eldritch Master. And once for long rest. Dude, I could get all of my spell slots back.
I forgot about that. That's actually kind of
Imagine just
My
being.
bad.
Well, see, here's the thing. Don't you just get that from being level 20?
No.
Eldritch Master?
I don't remember how you get Eldritch Master.
Really?
I don't know
mean,
if it was
this
a
is literally my
talent
first
or just
character.
that level.
Oh, that was your first. Where did you play him?
I'm pretty sure that was when I was in the Saturday group.
Ah,
Long time ago.
back in my day.
Yeah, leather plus
That's
3,
my day.
boots of the Winterlands.
Back in my day, my first character that I played server was Mox Bloodmore. That's his name. I'm still fucking playing him, so he's still telling me first. And then there was what's his name? There was Raven Parker, and then Zenith Quill. And the next guy, I think his name is going to be Zephyr. I don't know what his difference going to have last name. It'll change.
2 fingers of death.
Yeah, it doesn't really fucking need a name. These are changed. It could just fucking be.
They literally change your names that well.
I will be using that shit for jokes and for just RP and for fucking everything. And I will turn into all of the important characters in Skip's campaign if they don't have.
Yeah, Slime Major. Psylocke is literally just. I said Slime Major. Eli. Psylocke is an evil version of Slime Major, pretty much.
Oh, Adrian, nigga.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I also had, what's it called? I lost it.
Maybe you two should get.
I don't know. But basically, I could talk to any creature that, telepathically, as long as I understood one language. Doesn't
oh.
matter what language, but I could talk to them,
Out here, universal speaking.
pretty much.
Huh.
That was just passively, dude.
I mean, I could universal speak for because I had the ability as a bard to just speak any language. And apparently, for some fucking reason, I just lose that speak those languages, which to me would make no fucking sense. If I use the ability enough to speak dwarf, maybe I should be able to fucking learn dwarf. How do I just forget it?
How do you just forget? How do you simply forget?
I mean, like you would learn, you literally use to speak a language perfectly. Would you just not forget it? I mean, if you did it enough, when you would start learning.
I didn't even notice I had this, but I had basically 2 of every spell, if I'm reading this right.
Why do you have 2 of every spell?
I thought you were spinning boss. What the fuck? You just kill him now?
Mystic Arcanum. Your patron bestows upon you 1/9 of a warlock spell that you can use without expending a spell slot once per long rest. And have that for my 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th.
Oh yeah, Eli. What kind of spells? What is your best spell that you would say Siren has? If you're still here. That's 5th level and lower.
That's 5th level or lower?
Level or lower what?
Spells.
I think the best spell I have.
Wait, what are we?
I'm just asking him for his spell list of 5th level and lower.
Oh, that's slime.
Oh, his spell list. Booty cheeks. It all just summons.
Well,
I'm
It's
just trying to see what Siren has, okay? I'm deciding who I'm gonna take spells from.
He has conjure.
Well, this is for Siren, not Slime Boy. But I
Oh, that's right. Siren's. Oh, for Siren. Oh.
Siren's not as of a big summoner.
He has summon greater demon. That's it.
I never used summer
He
data.
tried.
No?
It's the only spell he ever used. It's all been cantrips and channel divinities.
Alright.
And a guiding. He has guiding.
You've made a spell list, so I have to.
I think the best
Just learn
spell
guiding.
24 health and
Maybe. For living on a prayer, do it. Win.
I still have 2 spare lives, so.
Doing
Simple
thing.
win.
Like I think the best spell I have that I want to use at some point, because I tried using it last campaign, everyone kept talking over me. Aura of Life.
Alright, Aura of Life. I'm going to ask you to put that
That's
in my. If you may.
What?
So I can cast it. I'm taking a magic item that's going to be the spell ring of story. A spell story. And I'm going to pass it around and I'm going to ask people to put their best spell into it. So
What do I get from it?
Nothing. You get to live.
You wanna fight me? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh my god, yeah.
You're
Oh, shit,
in that realm, so you won't have to worry about it.
I mean, the spell is just mainly to keep yourself alive because like, you physically can't go to 0 HP when the spell's up.
For free?
This
Or-
is why I'm asking.
You're gonna give it to him for free?
Oh, actually, I'm not that greedy, maybe.
You are literally my friend. Why would you not give the spell to me?
Oh no, I do get made fun of.
You are
For
literally my
free?
cleric boy. You're my friend. That's why I call you cleric boy.
Okay, but tell me you don't deserve it.
I mean,
You
do
live in
deserve
Ohio.
the spell. I mean, he does live in Ohio, but Siren doesn't live in
He
Ohio.
lives in Ohio. I think you just deserve it by default for that.
Oh wow,
Living in Ohio.
Bird ain't
So,
helping me.
I'm sorry, that's
fix you.
how this works.
Bird ain't helping
I'm
me.
sorry,
fix
we
you.
don't make the rules.
Bastards.
Look, just beat him up. Like,
I can't just beat him up for his
just
spell.
simply beat his ass.
But you're telling me to lie and put the
Make-
ring on
make
it
him
and
give
then
it
take
to you.
his spell.
I'd PvP for a spell slot.
Wow.
I'd PvP for a spell slot too. Them shits is valuable.
Actually, yeah. That's understandable. I would do the same thing.
See, he confirms it.
Yeah, that's really understandable.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
spell slots are fucking godsends.
Yeah, dude. If you wanna take my spell, you have to 1v1 me.
So you're telling me if I had a spell and you could share a spell, I have to fight you for you to share a spell.
Yeah.
So I can add a spell to my spells list that I normally don't get.
You're asking for a 5th level spell.
You're being a little mean right now. I thought we were we came on this trip.
That's a bit rude of you.
And now you're acting you don't even know.
You're trying to put me out of business.
Put you out of business. I can only cast it once.
Are you sure? Like, even if I gave you this spell, are you just going to forget it?
I mean, I can
Yes,
only
you will.
change it if I don't use it.
What'd you say?
I might, but if I don't use it, I can only change it out.
I mean, fair, but in my best of judgments,
Here's the
I would feel.
When I take this spell, I don't have to cast it. I take your casting modifier, I take your hit to ratio, I take everything. So that means if this is like a spell that you're good at, you have stats for it. When I cast it, it will technically be like it's coming from you.
Oh.
So
That's what I'm
basically,
saying.
Wait, hold on. That
Eli,
yes.
Aura of Life does not keep you up no matter what. If you go down to 0, the spell ends because you lose concentration.
No, not the caster. No, I'm not talking about the caster. It's about
Oh,
the
just
people.
everyone. Okay,
Yeah, everyone else. Yes.
everyone else.
I'm
Also, secondly, how do you have it?
What do you mean?
What kind of cleric are you?
I'm a green player.
I don't think that's in their spell list.
Oh, it's additional cleric spells.
Fuck, I
Oh,
died.
additional cleric spells. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
There we
speaking
go.
of spells,
Oh, that's kind of shitty. The ores were supposed to be for the paladins, and of course they were like, yeah, let's just fucking give it to the clerics. They totally need it.
That's a big rip.
yeah, I don't know spells.
I mean, it's kind of convenient. I mean, not kind of. It is convenient, you know. Because they get the good stuff. You know, we get the good stuff.
Dude,
You know.
Zena,
What?
bare hands, bare knuckle brawl, fist fight
For what?
for the spell,
For a spell slot?
for the 5th level spell.
This isn't even for Zenith. This is for home for the.
Oh. You got me over here thinking it was for this fucking campaign. I'm like, okay, I'll fucking do it.
I mean, that would be a cool item
Besides
for
the
Zenith
other
to have to be able to actually cast. I hopefully let my boy Smash would let me take a spell.
Oh, Snashburg will let you take a spell. No problem. Although I don't know why you'd want to take a spell. I'm a ranger.
Yeah, he's a
If you have a good spell,
I quite literally have the shittiest spell list of any class ever.
You never know. I might like it, and I just might want it.
Like
Just so I can cast
my
it.
brother in Christ, conjure animals is my best spell.
All right, well you can keep that, I guess. I'll talk to the other.
I mean, you can take a guardian of nature, I guess.
No, you can keep
That's
it. It's
okay.
fine. It's fine.
Dispel magic.
Please take one of my spells, please.
Oh wait, no, that's the 3rd level.
I'm
Really?
against dispel magic.
Maybe I'll
Also-
take
Oh, actually, wait, no, rangers don't get dispel magic.
Eli,
Greater restoration.
Yeah,
do you want to see my favorite character in this game? Like,
I want to see it. Let me
And
see it.
then I feel like if
Greater restoration.
Geeks on VA is still here, they would also like this character a lot. This is Nyx.
Oh,
You
Oh,
can-
yes.
you can probably she's my favorite character. I think I literally streamed this like a few years ago, and I literally I was playing this game and I called her a goth milf.
She basically is.
Yeah,
She's also my favorite character.
yeah,
Second place, Cerberus, of course.
yeah. Doggo.
Mm,
What was it? One. You can pet the dog in this game.
Purple hair. Oh, Dionysus.
Exactly.
Dionysus.
Okay, so I'm a host sailor.
Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Hello, I'm back. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Alright. Glitch, are you able to raid it back?
Yes, give me 1 second.
He's petting a dog.
Yeah.
Some content right there.
Oh boy, look at that Cronkton. My phone just hit me in my fucking chest. Oh, I don't know if I can continue from here.
Now, how do
can't
I
wait to
raid?
roll my
You on your Twitch control, are you there's an option to say raid, and then you just and then you type the name of the person you're trying to raid.
Let's see. So my controls.
So do you have your Twitch page opened up?
Yes.
Twitch page, raid, and then there should be like an option to, and then you want to type the name of the streamer you're trying to raid.
Wait. So Hold on. So do I have to go to my channel or my setting?
Like your creator dashboard.
Alright.
Should be like
Data dashboard.
Mhm.
Do I have that option? And then where would I go from creator dashboard?
should be on the right side
Where's
in
my
quick
fir-
actions.
On connections?
On quick actions. So, on the right side, where you see the quick actions.
Oh, right side.
Yes, on the right side, do you see the quick actions? Like it should say like edit stream info, manage poll, start prediction, things like that. One of those options says rate a channel.
Oh, we're back.
No. Hold on.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah,
We're
we are
back
back.
on duty.
I'm just waiting for the raid to be sent on back.
Oh, did we go to Xeno's channel?
Are we?
Yeah, we're back on your channel.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, I just went to your channel.
Oh, perfect. Well, in that case, welcome back everyone. We are back from the intermission. Let's go ahead and get things continued on. The morning comes, and the fire dies out, and you all awake. You see the scene. You see the scene before you. The ruins, the memories of last night's celebration come through, and with all of your Star Lancers well rested, you already know the mental connection that tells you where to go in order to confront the alien leader. What do you all do?
Well, first, I have a question.
Yes.
Did the Chihuahuas give us charm?
Repeat the
Did you hear
question.
me?
Repeat the question, please.
Oh, did the Chihuahuas give us a charm?
No.
Oh, okay.
They came here to celebrate and dance.
Fair
You
enough.
guys are finally
They were
up. I've
chilling.
been waiting for hours.
Yeah.
What do
You know,
Take so long.
part of me is like wanting to try and call the Empress back with sending just to see like what the fuck is going on.
You can try. I'm curious too. I'm curious.
Yeah. Would you guys like to give them a call? Do you have how would you like to do so?
Sending.
Sure. If you recall, sending is a 25-word message, and I believe they can send a reply back, correct?
Yeah.
What is your 25-word reply?
I don't know. I'll say we've stopped the invasion.
Okay. Let me go ahead and help set the scene if you want to try to get a little bit more time to think about what you want to say.
No, I think I'll keep it short and sweet because she was super angry with us last time. So I'll just tell her like we stopped the invasion.
Did we stop the invasion?
You have not.
We did stop the invasion.
Oh,
You
I
have
thought
not.
that was with the.
No, the alien leader is. The invasion's going on, but the alien leader has given you a direct invite to confront
No
them.
message the person later.
Right, just send a message being like, hey, we're about to meet up with the leader.
No, like I mean that princess that we were made angry. You can probably tell her later.
I'm here about a reply.
Manny's back.
Welcome back,
She's
Manny.
still alive.
I mean, it would still be good to know what's going on,
Yeah.
So, you ready? Remember,
I'll just say
25
like
words.
we're meeting the leader of the invasion to stop him. Yeah, I don't want to give any wrong ideas.
You hear these words come back, but more than just the words coming back, you hear the hushed tone and the way she talks. It's almost like she's hiding desperately. Like, how do I put this? Imagine you've just called someone who is in the middle of hiding from what is potentially their own demise,
Oh.
And these words echo back. Vona, where are you all? Everyone's been receiving these messages, these minds, these things that come into our heads. We've all been given visions explaining that if you all can't do this, then the failsafe will be activated from these creatures. They have so much. The world has been invaded, yet they have not killed a single person.
What?
They have been collecting us.
Oh.
I'm right.
The longest 25 words.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely multiple instances of sendings. Which, you know, she explains how I'm using what is left in my magic, what is left in my spell slots available, to make sure that you all understand. This is potentially the final message that I will ever that the world will hear. If you all can't do this, it is over. They are going to decimate and kill everyone they've captured.
Oh no.
Are you relaying this back to us?
Yeah, I'm just telling you as I get it.
What's his?
I oh shit!
Crap.
I gotta hide. I think they're almost.
Well, fuck. I get. Okay, guys. Let's have a hero's
thing to wake
feast.
up to in the middle of the morning.
Let's have a hero's feast before we fucking fight our doom.
Yusuke's really sitting here like, damn, that's tough. Not like I really give a fuck anymore.
Is that all you have to say? Tough titty?
Am I able to do a hero's feast?
What?
Please describe the hero's feast.
The spell?
Please let us know. Like, once again, you have the stage. If you are trying to take the
Oh.
spell, use the narrative. You want to use your spell slot, use it. Do not ask.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Well, you know, after this being told, like, well, fuck, we really are the last fighting defense against this guy before, everyone was fucking wrong. So, a table randomly appears on in both, like, visually pleasing food we've
I'm sorry,
ever
hold on.
seen.
Could you?
well.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, we weren't unable to understand. Could you please repeat that for us, good sir?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Like, a table of food, like, the food that is on it is the most visually pleasing food you see, you know, like, straight from, like, the cartoons, like the turkey or, like, the chicken, like, very finely cooked cake that looks masterly made, drinks with good old ice that looks perfectly tempered, you know, and after everything appears, I ask, hey guys, we should get ready before we go through hell. So, here's a hero's feast. Let's dig in.
I
A
could have
hero's,
made
bre-
better
a
drinks.
hero's
too.
breakfast.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm picturing the term like heroes never starve.
Well,
Heroes never
starve.
starve.
You know, but still, though, personally, I could have made better drinks. But you know, fine, it's fine. Magic is always the way.
the best ale you've ever had, the best any drinks imaginable comes into mind. That is
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this bottle, seal it up, save it for later.
so. When after we're done eating this, we are given the benefits of we are cured from all diseases and poisons, and we become immune to to all poisons and being frightened, and makes wisdom saving throws with advantage, as well as roll. Let me see. Do I have to roll this? Hit points max will also increase by 2. Okay, I have to roll this. Wait a second. Our hit point maximum, everyone roll 2d10s, and that's how much your HP maximum increases by.
Okay.
Damn.
11.
But of course, I get
Wait.
low.
I think I have something for this.
All right, 12.
Uh,
Okay.
what was it? I lost it.
Yo, I'm at 169.
Hey.
How do I have more health than you?
Cause I'm part druid.
Oh, okay.
So
Nonetheless,
yes.
you technically still always have more health.
So after you all roll 2d10s and add the number to your maximum, this all lasts. Oh,
24 hours.
wait. Yes, it lasts 24 hours.
And so, we know that you guys will be arriving at the lair. Is this the last spell before you guys take off?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I'm trying to know any communities.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's really gonna help us right now that I have.
Alright. That's all I need to hear.
Remember, we're all immune to being frightened and poisoned, and we have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Remember this.
That's correct. So, with that in mind, you all... Actually, let me take a look something quickly. Okay. Not paying attention to that. Paying attention to these ones right here. Okay. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's what I need to see. Okay. You all get on your Star Lancers, cloaking yourselves, and begin to take off. As it is right now, you start arriving closer and closer, using the mental compass that's been provided to you all to get to the heart of this fleet. As it starts to come into view, you realize what you see as clouds in the distance is actually an abundance, an armada of ships collected together to form what could only be described as a cacophony of eldritch horrors. You see different lights blinking. The sky is completely blotted out by these ships, and the very ground beneath it is not even in a state of dim light, but in complete and utter perpetual darkness.
Oh.
It's almost like as you get closer to the ships, and the light that bounces off of the ships makes it easier for you all to spot them. It also makes it harder to see the ground. And as you get closer and closer, the ground fades away and resembles that of a dark void. All of the ships, though they clearly recognize you, do not engage, allowing you guys direct passage to the mothership. The absolute most decorated of all the ships. The one in which the lights bounce off the most beautifully, and yet is very alien in nature. There's so much that comes into your guys' mind. And you see underneath, in the center of the ship, is a small opening. You can tell that is the access port that you need to go into.
Alrighty, boys. Are you ready?
No, but let's go.
No,
Yep.
of course not. But let's go.
Ooh.
Out of character, I'm glad I don't have to work tomorrow.
Prayer to Celestial to myself.
Right?
Alright, before we go in, Just to be safe, I'm gonna cast guidance on everyone.
Mhm.
Get what's it called? When you roll an ability check, you can add a D4. It's only for like a minute, but
Mhm.
you know, you never know who we can encounter within that 1 minute.
So then,
Yeah.
as you all pass through the access port, and the light bathes over you all, it's so blinding. You cannot see even 5 feet in front of you, and you lose sight of your allies. I need you all to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh god.
Intelligence. Oh no.
Intelligent.
I got these.
I get a +2. What is this?
4.
Remember that the guidance also gives you an additional D4, though some of you it might not matter.
It'd be 8 for me.
Is this a magical effect?
I'll give it that. It is a magical effect.
Great, I get advantage on this shit.
Well, I got a 6, so I already know I passed.
Alright.
Yeah, 28.
21. Does the 21 pass?
Let's see.
Right, I did my math. I did math, right? I did. Okay,
But
yeah.
only one of you passes.
Wait, when you said guidance, did you
I'll
mean
roll my
bless?
D4. No, guidance.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, that's right. Hold on.
When
Actually,
you said guidance, did you mean bless?
yeah. What?
Are people blessed or no?
No.
Guidance gives an additional D4 to an ability check, not a saving throw. So everyone subtract the D4s that you rolled.
It's a skill check. Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
So
Also,
21.
doesn't guidance only go to one person?
it does. Right.
Would somebody have casted bless instead if they had known?
Would you have liked to have cast bless instead, Invona, to allow everyone to keep those D4 rolls, including
Yeah.
yourself? Yeah. Okay.
What is that? There's 6 of us?
Okay, I rolled a 23 then.
Let's see. Bless can go up to 3
Oh,
creatures.
well,
There are 6 of you in total, and so I believe for every
I'd have to.
you'd have to have used a 4th level bless in order for this to affect all of you. Would you want to do that?
How many 4th level slots do I have? Yeah.
Okay.
Just being safe.
Okay. So then the D4 would have been applied, and now we get to this. Okay.
Mm.
Let's see.
Oh,
No one is
man.
driving.
Red.
Zoom in, dude.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe zooming.
Bro. Yes, yeah. Zena, what did you give us?
What did I give you? I gave you a 6 for a pass.
They had 22 for me.
Oh no. Whoa, this is actually pretty cool.
Interesting.
You
Interesting.
know,
Hold on, just being sure. Why am I not seeing the chat room accordingly? Hold on, let me quickly. Something. Okay, here it is. That's his computer fan. Okay. For some reason, my
Everyone
chat
got
changed.
inspiration by Skittles.
Yep. Every single one of you was given an additional D8. Though I am gonna let you know now. Yes, music changed. Okay. Why is this not working? Hold on.
We got an additional what?
In addition,
A D8.
the D8 provided by chat. However, I'm gonna ask that you guys actually hold on to that for the fight for what's to come next. It is not.
Oh,
for the fight.
Did I
Y'all
pass?
getting new.
No.
Then I want to use it.
I mean, actually, hold on. What did you have gotten? Because you got a 20 with an additional 3. You actually passed.
Oh, okay. Yay!
22 does not, in case you're wondering, Vona.
Well, I didn't.
You did not. So only Slime Adrian and Manny passed this.
I didn't roll the D8 yet.
Do you want to use the D8? Do you want to use it? That is the question.
I mean, yeah.
Are you sure? Because you know, we're about to go into a battle. Are you sure to use this mission now?
You're assuming it's battle.
Maybe.
Oh, we're
And
assuming
I
it's
still don't want to be affected by whatever this is affecting
Nope.
our party members.
Well, here, hold on. So, once again, so I'm gonna tell you guys. It is up to you if you wish to use the D8 right now. Should you wish to use it, you might be wasting it, but you will still have, but you won't have it for what's to come. So I ask again, who would like to use their D8?
I'm good.
Invona,
I've been convinced otherwise.
okay. So Invona, wait, you are using your D8 or no?
No. It was a 1 anyway.
Okay. You all see. You all see yourselves in a magnificent ballroom.
Oh?
Oh no.
That which can only be described as a very familiar scene.
No.
This is a warped version of the ballroom that you all once stood in.
That's kinda fucked up for real, dude.
Though, the people who rolled a success on their intelligence saves can tell that this is definitely some sort of illusion. Those who do not roll high enough believe this to have been a transportation to the very ballroom that you all once stood in. However, before any sort of clarification can be provided by those who passed, everything starts to get warped. You see a grand entryway plagued with what looks like lights, tendrils, and the very void from beyond the stars. It looks like the astral sea is actually bleeding into the material plane.
You guys told me not to bring my flesh goal.
Zeno, would it be wrong for Ye to be out with Flame On already active?
Allow me to finish setting the scene, and then you can choose. And so, there are a few things to note about the scene. One of which, of course, is the unique type of flooring, the piano off in the distance. And as you guys survey the room, this changes.
Why do I have a feeling I think I know who's gonna be with us in a second?
Is it gonna be Finn? Flynn?
If Finn appears, I'm going to be in so much pain.
No, it's gonna be that guild master, dude. He's like, you guys didn't come to my party, so I made one.
Yeah.
Hold on. I hope my players have the music well set up.
I should.
Oh.
I have it at full volume.
And so, this music starts
I
playing.
hate this.
As in the blink of an eye, you see playing the music on the piano is a very well-dressed, yellow feathered Arakora.
I knew it! God damn it!
This Arakora turns to you all. And anyone who failed the intelligence save is stunned, seeing as how the Arakora's face is not as it should be. The entirety of the face is void of any detail, and is just that of a yellow palette.
Oh.
Like the eyes, the very contours of the shape of the face, every single one of those has been wiped clean, like someone took the eraser tool and just right over there.
A yellow Slenderman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, that's a fairly good analogy for this.
Okay.
They went from anger to like confusion.
This is
And then you all hear a voice in your minds. I'm sorry. I thought this was the best form to take. In that As you all entered, I did a survey through your mind and noticed that this one seemed to evoke the most emotion in you all.
Huh.
Nice.
I
Interesting
don't
choice.
know who the hell you are.
Oh, don't worry. I've already understood who to make it look like for you. And in the very second that you blinked at it, everyone else still sees the yellow feathered Arakora. Zenith, you see your brother.
Of course. Of course.
Though very similar to the yellow Arakora, their face is devoid of detail. Oh, worry not, everyone. You all are here to partake, as I understand you creatures more. Those who failed are stunned and are unable to react to what is happening, which means, Yusuke, you cannot bring Ye out. You can only stand and listen. Right now, the only people that can react and actually continue this conversation are Slime Adrian and Manny themselves. Which, Manny, this looks like a warped variant of yourself, but once again, without any details of the face.
Okay. This is
Rather ugly.
interesting.
You know, is the sun part of like whatever we failed? Or
Yes.
Is it... Okay.
Okay. This is interesting. Do you go by a name? Being who's talking to her?
There are many names I'm known by. Though, it's funny. I've never had... How do I put this? I've never seen this world come into my orbit. Normally, there's things that drift through the astral sea to end up within my palate, to end up on my dish. Yet, this is the first I've encountered your species.
Okay.
I first needed to figure out more about you all. To learn, adapt, and make sure the forces were good enough.
Hence why the experiments happen.
Yes, though it appears that even the strongest of my experiments is not enough. So, the very next best answer. All I have to do is understand the minds of its greatest defenders, and then from there, my banquet will begin.
You know, quite charmed that you call us Earth's greatest defenders. But I don't think you gotta. Hold on, wait a second. When you said power the feast, are you gonna eat this world?
Such simple minds, and they only figure it out now. Yes. You are by far the most delicious meal I've ever had lay into my hands in the cosmos. I am going to consume this entire planet, and with it, erase all life forms on it from existence.
I can see why people are saying if we don't do this, everyone is going to die. I understand.
Oh, well, you see, it's much greater than that. You are becoming nutrients to me. You are providing the most dazzling, radiant creature in the entire realm. A meal that will satisfy me for times to come. When he finishes that line, those who are stunned break out of their stunned condition.
That was kind of rude.
What?
That was rude of you.
Could we just kind of say, can we please not be a part of this?
I'm not being a part of his food.
A fight doesn't need to happen. You seem like an intelligent person, and you know, a quite understanding man, to say the least. You know, we could just not do this.
I don't think you quite understand how this works. So allow me to, as your kind says, dumb it down to make it easier for you to understand.
Mm.
It is not evil to consume. Is it evil when you watch a predator encounter the prey that wanders into its territory just to be consumed and be a part of the circle? Is it evil when creatures that are whose mere intelligence and comprehension is that of a livestock in my eyes? You all, in the cosmic scale of things, don't matter. The fact that I've needed to waste this many resources is admirable in its own right, but at the end of the day, you're still nothing. Every single one of you. It's almost hilarious. You have this palate, this flavor about you. I've tasted life forms from all across, but never have I ever tasted a life form that is so riddled with pity, with arrogance, with distrust in each other. I thrive in the very idea that not only am I erasing something that matters so little in the cosmos, but perhaps even I am cleansing the cosmos of your existence.
Damn, you just called the human race a cancer. That's ish.
Oh,
Fuck.
yes, indeed. And so, as a sport, I am, if not that, one for sports. You've all wandered into my den, and so I wish to put you through one last test before I consume you.
Okay. What's
I
the
don't really feel like it.
what is this test? No one says we're gonna allow you to consume it, but what is this test?
Oh, it's a very simple thing. I wish to see whether or not the six of you can even provide me a glimpse that maybe you're something better than what I thought. And maybe, just maybe, you will go down that much easier. Understand, at no point is this for your benefits. If anything, it will cleanse your conscience when you enter the void that is me. This is basically a mercy killing in its finest. I am providing you all the chance to go down with a clean conscience, or to die like the vermin you are.
And if we win, do you promise to leave this place alone?
You all see whichever entity you see playing the piano, tears in its mouth start forming. What I can only imagine, if you will, a bag entirely comprised of flesh had a knife wound that started from one end of the bag and curved and carved all the way to form a smile that literally goes from ear to ear.
Oh.
You.
Good at the piano.
We're gonna start winding up that music box.
Oh, it's so funny. You still think you have a chance. Like I said, you small, idiotic, little fey creature. This is a mercy killing. And all it is to cleanse your conscience before I consume you. Who knows?
Oh.
Maybe it'll actually give you a starting chance in defying nature.
Mm.
And I need every single one of you to perform another intelligence save.
They hate having -1s.
I rolled
9.
You lucky I ain't the smartest
two
guy because
14s.
I
That's
got
so dumb.
15. You know what?
I'll let you know now.
I fucking knew that was gonna be a low roll. I fucking knew.
Yasuke,
Yeah,
there is
same.
actually out of all of you, there is only Yasuke has the chance that the D4 could actually aid them. And now, once again, this is the good time. If remember everyone, in order for a reroll to happen, I need to declare that yours is a failure, or you can take the potential D8 plus the D4 from the bless. So, one by one, Yasuke, because you're the highest roll, I would actually like to know: would you like to add the D8 and the D4, or would you like to re-roll and then add the D4?
Oh, I'm gonna add it.
Okay. Please roll both the D8 and a D4 and add it to your total.
We got a 29 total.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the next highest, Imvona and Simedrian. One by one. Would you guys like to add both a D8 and a D4, or would you like to re-roll using your inspiration and then spend the D4?
I'll re-roll since I already have advantage.
Okay.
I'm going
Remember this,
to-
Imvona. Doing this means that you forego getting a D8 boost, and whatever you roll will only have a D4 boost.
That's fine.
Okay.
I am going to...
Yikes.
Yep, I fall. Well, I'm going to...
Yikes! The same exact one! I got 16 again.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll. Pray.
You may.
Oh, oops, I pressed the wrong one. Uh-oh.
Well, that's a 20, isn't it?
Now we roll the d4. That's 26.
Alright. That's 2. That's another pass. I'm then going to go with the next one. Let me just get this out of the way. Manny, would you like to add both a D8 and a D4, or would you like a reroll within a D4?
Just tell me I failed, Zeno.
No, I would actually like to know. Would you
Tell
like...
me I failed so I can re-roll it.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. That is indeed a failure. Please reroll and grant yourself an additional D4 to the roll.
10 to my intelligence save.
Alright, please add the D4.
It's 10 to
Please
your
just roll
penalty for
really
nothing.
high. Okay.
Alright, that's another pass.
27.
Zenith, would you like a additional D8 and D4, or would you like an entire reroll with the D4 added?
It's hard to see the universe where I team has, so I think I'm just going to re-roll.
Once again, this could be a potential of an additional 2 to a potential 12 added to your roll, or this can be a reroll to get something potentially higher, but you will only get a D4 boost to that. Are you sure?
You know what? Fuck it, we're going luck stat to D8, D4.
Okay.
Alright, bada bing. Please? Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. That's what I need to see. And finally, Echo. I'd imagine you would like a reroll.
Yes, but I don't
Okay.
think I'm going to do anything because I have a -1 to intelligence.
Let's see. Please reroll and grant yourself a D4.
Alright, I need D4 now. I'm 17.
So, this we'll have Andy do this the next time. I need everyone who rolled a 22 or higher to level up.
What?
Fucking, huh?
What?
Everyone who rolled a 22 or higher, you may level up because you automatically. Hold on. Allow me to finish. Because you automatically break through and shatter any illusion that this creature intends to put on you.
Okay.
However, though, those who did not succeed are about to have to fight for their level.
Oh.
What do you know?
Oh.
Could I use my divine intervention?
You may use your divine intervention in the illusion, but not at the moment. As
Okay.
it does require an action right now, that would be a reaction to it. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Echo, Mvona. I believe that was Zenith as well.
Yes.
The three of you are pulled away. Each of you find yourself. I would like all of you to roll me an initiative. This is not for combat. The three of you are determining which one we're dealing with first.
21. Damn.
21.
23. All right. Zenith and Echo, can you just decide which you two would like to go first? Between we know Mvona is going to go before you guys, but I want to be sure who's going second and third.
You want to go?
Whatever you want. I don't fucking care.
I'll go before you.
Okay.
Mvona,
Yes.
I would like you to describe to us what you think Mvona's mightiest fear is personified and taken to such an extreme it is now a nightmare.
It would be Mvona, I guess working on the child. Like, as much as he, puts off the front, like, it's just magic, I can, like, don't worry about it. He internalizes, like, what if it doesn't work this time? Like, what if I can't really help him? What if it's too much for me? So, I guess it'll be thinking back to the child who was cut in half and, like, in front of him, seeing, like, its organs spilled out, and just trying to cast magic and nothing happening.
All right, allow me to help this then. Mvona,
Okay.
your darkest nightmare takes you back to that moment. And it's not just this. You see yourself in a situation where it's just you. As though your allies have never existed in your lifetime. You see the child's potential death being entirely on your hands. And you realize that in this moment, you are truly, truly alone. There is no one else here to help you. There is no one here who can save you from this situation other than yourself. With the child's body in front of you, what would you like to do?
So just stone face, I'd kneel down and, try and, like, put the kid back together, like, push the two halves together.
You push the two halves together and see that you're now making the situation far worse. The child's organs start spilling out further, and more blood splatters the ice-cold floor of the village. The parents are weeping, their sounds now echoing in your head.
I'll more frantically, like, try and scoop up everything and put it back together. It's like, I can't be useless this time. Not again. I have to do it. I have to be reliable. I have to.
You may go ahead. And you can make me a wisdom medicine check. So this means that rather than actually using your... medicine already scales wisdom. You can go ahead and make me a medicine check.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The child's body slipping through your hands. It's the best way for me to describe it is it's like your hands push into the child's body as though he was made of gelatin, sinking in deeper and deeper. Your hands start soaking in more of the child's blood on you.
Getting more and more like frustrated. Uh, he'll try and do things like more hurriedly, like again like tossing things together like faster.
Cat, now is not the time for was it karaoke? We zoom out of you frantically trying to put the child back together. Echo and Zenith, who did you guys decide was next?
Me.
Okay. Echo, please describe to us the personification and nightmare of yours, and I will help you set the scene.
For Echo, it would be basically losing their family or their friends, like in some terrible way, and knowing that they could have done more, and they would blame themselves for not being strong enough. And like even with the magic that they've gotten, didn't even work.
All right, I'm gonna set the scene for you. You see yourself at home. You see yourself in a state where you bear no vampiric powers. You look like that before you turned. More importantly, you see yourself before even having access to tap into your own barbarian's rage. It is as though you have degressed all the way down to level 0. Having lost all the experience in this journey that you've gained so far. And in an ironic twist of all the creatures that come storming in to end the life of your loved ones, it is the very Nosferatu vampires that sent you down this path in the first place. But rather than bites that clearly get to them, they are using their razor-sharp teeth to tear them flesh, rending the flesh from the muscle, and then sinking in that much deeper to take chunks out of their bodies.
Like in the area them in, can I find anything that's like sharp or bludgeoning?
Yeah, it's your home. You can go ahead and tell us what item you pick up.
I find a... What would I have?
Imagine you're, if anything, imagine you yourself are at like a table setting inside your own home.
Echo would pick up a knife that they found and possibly a chair or something that's like blunted, and just like fly up and try to stab them in the eyes and mouths and just keep attacking them.
I ask you this, though you clearly are at a point before you could even rage, you can still choose to reckless. Do you wish to do so?
Yeah, Echo's definitely going to do it recklessly.
Then I'm going to tell you this. While you do have access to your reckless, I'm going to actually ask you to make an unarmed strike attack, knowing that the roll actually has a -5 to its innate bonus. So instead of +9, that's a +4 with advantage.
Okay.
So whatever you roll with advantage right now, you're going to subtract 5 from that.
That's 18.
Okay.
It's an 18.
With an 18, you plunge the knife into the very head of one of the Nosferatu vampires, biting into your family, only to see their head regenerate around the knife wound. You are not strong enough to damage them faster than they can heal. And you realize that you literally are at a point where your blade can pass through them and it will not impede their actions whatsoever.
I was gonna try and break a chair to make a stake, and then stab them.
Yep. as you break the chair to try to get anything sharp out of it, you go running at the Nosferatu vampires, and we pull out from your nightmare. Zenith, please give us the personification of your nightmare, and I will help set the scene.
Okay, well, Zenith's most horrible nightmare, I guess I could say, or most traumatic event, was during the time that he was first, when he was first going to get into adventuring. Instead of being, a fighter, he was supposed to be a bard, and he was training with his grandfather as he was barking at him orders on how to properly blade flourish. And how Zenith couldn't get a good grasp of magic in the first place.
So, this nightmare personified, I'm gonna add a little bit of a twist in this as well, because I know your character as well. You see that you stand training to become the very person you know that your grandfather wants you to be. And yet, a dark looming shadow comes over you. And you see your brother. You see your very brother, dressed like the person you know you are outside of this.
That just kind of fills me with a deep hate to see.
You
could not explain in words.
The very feeling I am about to explain to you, whereas we understand that Mbona is helpless to heal, Echo is too weak to damage. The nightmare for you, Zenith, more than anything, is that you believe yourself to be replaceable. You believe that no matter what you do, the world will always see you as an inferior version of your brother. In fact, that looming shadow, you realize it's not just your brother. It is the look of everyone that you've made a connection with, as they all bask in the glory that is your brother. Everyone, Echo, Andy, Mvona, Simadrian, Yusuke, and yes, of course, the many Mannies that you've had along with the journey. Every single one of them is around your brother. And it's almost like they have completely forgotten about your very existence. What do you wish to do?
I wish to attack my brother.
You rush forward to attack your brother. What do you do?
If I still have the sword that I'm guessing if I'm using the sword that I was training, I wish to stab my sword through my brother's spine.
Okay. Please make me an attack roll. Understanding that this weapon is far weaker, and this is from a point that you were not trained yet. So in fact, whatever you roll with this attack needs to be made. Understanding that you will have -7 to this attack roll.
So
Basically, whatever you attack with, -7 from the roll. Let's say, because I know your bladed whip is actually like coded to be different. Please, can you give me your regular rapier attack and just -7 from it?
All right, there we go. And it would be minus. It would be a 15 ahead.
Time stops. Everyone freeze frames except for your brother, who you see actually parries your very attack. You see, I can hear the crinkles.
Oh, my bad.
He parries your very attack, his head crunching and turning over towards you, Hello, little brother.
You
Miss,
can't steal my friends from me.
I don't need to steal them. They know who's better for them. The whole world knows that you should have never been born.
No quill is a mistake. You know that very well.
Brother, allow me to give you the harshest lesson grandfather never gave you. He flourishes his own rapier, knocking you back to the ground, disarming you. You are no better than the dirt that everyone walks on. And the sooner I plunge you into it, the better. As we pull from your nightmare, with your brother getting ready to stab you with the very sword that he just used to parry you. Slime Adrian, Yusuke, and Manny, the three of you watch your allies on the floor in such pain and agony. It's like they're almost at the point where they look like they're contorting.
What did you do to them? The thing? The man with many names?
You may call me Elder One. I have given them the taste to show me that they themselves can conquer humanity's biggest weakness. Did you know that of all the things surveying throughout the land, do you know what the biggest and absolute greatest weapon against humanity?
Fear? Themselves?
Exactly. Humanity is filled with creatures that are extremely self-critical themselves. It is filled with people who can look themselves in the mirror and see nothing but flaws. And despite whatever other people say, humanity is a weakness to itself. And so this is a test of their humanity. Can they overcome that? Or are they going to fall and just show themselves to be like everyone else? You may go ahead and try to help them, though this is still their fight.
Okay. And what about us? You know, the people that aren't going through this.
Spectators in the grand wonder that is your own demise. In fact, I commemorate the three of you for being able to see beyond your own weaknesses. Maybe you really are the things that can help put your allies back together. He turns away. He turns away from the keyboard. The keys playing themselves at this moment, and he just sits and watches. What do you three wish to do?
Damn. Can I prepare? I guess.
It's up to you. Once again, I've set the scene, which it's you have your three allies where they stand, currently prone on the ground, incapacitated, and like their bodies like twisting and turning, almost to the point where it looks like their bones can snap at any minute.
Ugh. Okay. What do you guys want to do, guys?
Remember, at this moment, Yusuke and Manny, you two are the only ones along with Slime Adrian.
I don't need to yell flame on. I'm just gonna say flame on and then stab my sword into the ground and sit next to Xena.
You mean Zenith?
Oh yeah, I'm sitting right next to him. I'm
Okay.
putting my hand on him and I'm waiting.
Well, I'm gonna.
I know. If what I believe is what's happening, I know he's fighting his brother. This is all an illusion.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to wind up my music box and sit on the stairs. Actually, Olden one, while we wait, we're gonna play some chess. Or
You wind up your music box.
yeah,
Which season do you bring it to?
we're turning it to summer.
Okay. And you said you're playing chess.
Yes, I asked the Elden one, does he want to play chess while we wait?
He does not respond and instead just watches your allies.
Do you want to play chess against Ye?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Ye's playing chess against Sly.
And Manny, is there anything that you wish to do to aid these what clearly look like struggling adventurers?
Druid boy,
Yes.
which one of these allies is the most useful in a fight?
I'm gonna go with Invona solely because we need a
The
healer.
healer. Yeah.
Right. I would like to walk over to Mvona and cast Mind Blank on them.
Oh.
And so?
Until the spell ends, one willing creature is immune to psychic damage, and any effect that would sense emotions, read thoughts, any divination spells, the charm condition, or even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind.
Very good choice. And so, Invona, we go back to your dream as you're putting together what is this child at this point is as I mentioned before, your hands sink into their body. They look more like a decomposing corpse that is turning into very just to ooze itself. And thanks to our allies, we know for a fact that in order of how things went, the village around you starts to erupt in flame as you hear a voice echo throughout the dream saying, "Flame on." And in the distance, you see, finally, two of your allies show up. And in fact, it looks like, rather than aid you, they'd rather play a game. In the very presence that is a dying child.
Alright, so I'll stand back up, like, seeing clearly, like, I failed in my mission of saving this child. And I'll turn to them and I'm like, a game? You want to play a game in all... out of all the times? Really?
Yeah, you should join us.
And now, hold on. So separate entities, Simajor in person and in the dream.
Okay.
It's as you say that, some of the fire starts to die down, and you hear a voice echo throughout the entire thing, throughout the entire dream. Which of these is the strongest? Simajor and Yusuke, without even looking away from their game. Oh, it's obvious. It's Invona. He's always been there to help us out. If there's anyone who can do it, it's you. So we don't have to worry. He's our greatest healer after all. And then light fills the dream, and you are taken out of that as you see Manny next to you.
Manny?
Get up. Up, let's go.
I was already standing up.
Oh, no, you were prone on the ground.
Oh, okay. I'll get up. I'll just be staring at my hands, like when I reach full height.
You're the cleric, right?
It's supposed to be.
Okay, well, then do what you're supposed to do and fix the two things on the ground.
Invona, you see the side of Echo and Zenith on the ground in the points that I described before, realizing that the three of you have been in this state.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
What is it exactly that they're affected by? Would I know?
Please discuss that.
Do we know what it is
Your
that knocked
minds are
us
being
out?
fucked with.
Let's not go into very much detail.
You're being, it seems as
You
if
all failed an intelligence save, and you fell prone. Your minds are being fucked with. You're likely under some sort of enchantment magic. I used mind blank, and now you're fine. So, whatever's happening is targeting these things' minds.
Right. Alright, I'll just take a deep breath, ball my fist up, and then I head over to them and like see what I can do.
Right. You can go ahead if you're trying to dig through your catalog of different spells. You can do me either an Arcana or Religion check. This is more just so I can help you, like, just pull whatever spell needed for this. Oh, 17.
Yep.
You feel that, though under normal circumstances it probably wouldn't be possible, you think that there's a way to help them. If you were to use both your 5th level spell slots, there's a chance that the Greater Restoration can help them. Unlike Mind Blank, which is an immensely stronger spell, especially for this specific circumstance, Greater Restoration would more or less provide them the boost that they need to push through the illusion, rather than be completely removed from it.
Would I be able to use my divine intervention now?
You may as well. You may as well, actually. You go ahead and roll D100. And you have a 10% chance, as it's equal to your cleric level. You're looking for a 10 or below on the D100.
I mean, my rolls have been hella low as is, so.
that's where you're gonna get like a.
God damn.
There to 3.
So
Yeah.
it is
An exact third.
in this moment. There are no gods when you're dealing with an entity that's beyond the realm of the Celestials. For where this creature hails from, there is a sea of dead gods up there.
Alright. I'll use my 2 5th level.
Please describe how your Greater Restoration looks as you bestow it to Echo and Zenith.
With the knowledge beforehand, knowing that it was a mental thing, I'll have it be like a soft mist, like soft dim glowing mist that goes over their heads, and I'll just like palming a basketball over their heads, you know.
Okay. We go back to Echo. The chair, with the chair broken and you stumbling for the different parts, the one that would actually be the most perfect for the situation, you finally find one. And with the combination of Greater Restoration, you hear one of your allies' voices flame on, and the very chair leg ignites, but instead of burning you, it fills you with the sensation that you can do it. You are stronger than you actually know. You may make that attack roll.
Is it an unarmed strike?
Yeah, we're gonna go with an unarmed strike.
Alright, still -5.
No, actually.
Nice. 22.
And so, your flaming stake drives into the Nosferatu. It lets out a horrifying banshee-like screech that echoes throughout the entire dream. All of the Nosferatu seem to be affected, even though you had just stabbed one, and they all start falling away, burning and melting with the sign of your stake.
Even though I just stabbed it once, can I repeatedly stab it?
You may.
In as though it's going into a rage?
You may. Yes, indeed. Your barbarian's rage kicks in finally. You go relentless, stabbing after stabbing after stabbing, breaking through this dream. And it's with the one that you finally pull back the furthest and plunge it in. The dream shatters where you strike, and you wake up.
I am angry.
And at the same time, head on over to
Can I
that.
roll my wild surge table?
Allow me to go ahead and we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna take a look, because what we're doing is setting something aside.
Okay.
Okay, and so Zenith. With your brother's blade coming for you, you see a light. You, of all people, if there's anything that you trained for the most, it is your perception. And your brother, despite all of his wonderful quirks, despite all of the things that should make him better than you see past it. And you see the opening that you've been looking for your entire life. You see the moment that he's made a mistake, and you can turn the tables on him right now. I will let you choose how you wish to, you may describe how you wish to turn this, seeing the opening that he's providing. And I will ask for an appropriate roll based off your description.
Alright. So, how I imagine, did he knock my rapier far enough from me where I cannot reach it if I move quickly?
You could.
Or do I see any additional weapon that is on his person that's like free to grab?
I'll say that both options are valid. The rapier might be just a little further out of reach. You would need to be pretty quick with stumbling about to go for it. But you also feel like that if you just bide a little bit, you can potentially strike when the iron's hot, and use one of his own weapons against him. You may choose.
I'm very much going to try to use one of his own weapons against him.
Okay.
So should I describe what
You,
have on this side?
my good sir, because of the opening provided, you may use a sleight of hand on your brother's dagger with advantage.
Alright, sleight of hand. What advantage? Well, I didn't even get to click advantage.
It's okay. Roll one more time to keep the higher of the two.
Alright, so definitely a 20.
And so, you see it. You see the dagger that is clear as day, providing you the opening. How do you wish to take advantage of this, knowing that you can easily grab that?
So, I would probably say, as in me on the ground at the moment, here's a theatrical way I could try. I would cast Dancing Light, trying to first blind my brother. And if he, yields back while blinded, I would like to try to sweep his foot and to send him down into the ground to slice off his good ear on the right with that dagger. Not killing him, but wounding him. Or slicing open his cheek to let him know that he can be hurt.
And so, as you take the dagger, you mark him. Whether or not it was a killing blow, or even the smallest dent, you've shown that he is not perfect. And that even someone who gloats over you will always have imperfections. Because after all, to err is human. As this moment, that cut in his cheek starts radiating a beautiful light, cracking his body and destroying the facade that is this entire illusion, and you also wake up.
And that's why quills can't be perfect. Where the hell am I?
Having fun there, bud?
Fun is a strong way to.
Mind the cutting that you're doing.
I hope that everything will stay okay as I place down another piece on the board.
Have you been reading the general chat by chance, Eli?
Yes. Nice.
You all see that as each of your allies starts waking up, the entire room itself is having tears.
What's going on?
Whatever lord this is, illusion is breaking by the seams of it.
No. It is finally time to unveil to you all.
Holy fuck. The Elder Bray.
What kind of construct am I looking at?
That ain't no construct.
It's Cthulhu.
God damn it.
The one of legends?
And it's at this moment, with everyone having done their positionings, and I heard Slimeadra and Yusuke say that they were playing on the stairs, which were just above everyone else.
Oh no, Ye was playing.
Oh yes, yeah. Let me go over there.
Yeah, no, I had my hand on Zenith like the entire time he was in his stream.
And so. This is your guys' positioning. And in now a completely different position.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm quickly putting something in. You all, with the illusions finally shattered, the other three of you catch up to your allies and give yourselves an initiative.
Do we need to roll? Do we need to roll initiative again?
Yes, please.
11.
15.
18. But lucky that I get an escape turn.
Finally, I got a 20.
Right.
Zeno?
Yes.
So the ones who just finished going through their dream, did they also level?
Yes, they did. In fact, now everyone is officially level 16. And it is with the fight that is about to unfold. Let me go ahead and put that in the emissary.
Oh, Mbona, by the way, the spell that Mind Blank that I cast on you lasts 24 hours. So you still
what
have
does it do?
immunity to psychic damage.
Ooh, thank you.
You can't have your thoughts read or your mind affected by pretty much anything.
No, you know, like people mind. It's a counter to that.
And so,
Your mind can't be fucked with, and you're immune to psychic damage.
yes, specifically in Bona. And so,
Yeah, specifically in Mbona.
here it is, everyone. The fight. You guys stand in front of the Star Spawn emissary at the heart of the Armada. This is where you make your last stand for humanity before they consume the entire planet. As a heads up, this fight is that outrageously outweighed. This creature does not even have any talents.
Yep. I wonder why.
Because we're fighting the thing behind it.
Well, it's more like if I give this thing even one talent, it was probably the end for you guys. It is. I wish you all the best of luck. I sincerely hope that you guys can show the entire homebrew world what you are made of, and we'll be finding out what happens with the entire fight in the next session.
I knew it.
Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you all join us for today's adventure. If you enjoyed today's content, like what you saw, feel free to follow and subscribe on Twitch for any stream notifications, possible chance to participate in even content polls. Follow the Twitter, check the TikTok, and join the Undead Legion Discord. And of course, if you're looking for any VODs, such as today's episode, check out the Zine Witch YouTube channel. I will be hanging out in the general chat after the stream, and I will see you all next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.